Hey everybody, it's Nurse Stephanie. I just wanted to say welcome back. We're so excited to have everyone back to school after this long summer break we've had. I also wanted to introduce myself to our new students. We may have some new students who are new to Braxton County or our new pre-K and kindergarten students. So I'm Nurse Stephanie. Usually in the past, I've been at your school just one day a week because I go to several different schools. But this year it's going to look a little different, and I wanted to talk to you about some of the differences and changes we're going to see this school year. Okay, so you've all probably heard about COVID-19 or coronavirus. We're just taking some extra precautions this year to help keep you all safe and healthy while you're learning. So let's talk about some of those things. Okay, so let's start with the very beginning of the day. So whenever you arrive to school, whether that's by bus or by car, you'll get off the bus, and for the first couple weeks we'll be taking your temperature as you come to school. The thermometer may look something like this one or this one, but they both kind of work the same way. Neither one of them actually touches your forehead. You'll just stand still. They'll push the button. It takes your temperature, and then you can go on. So our students that are riding the bus will have their masks on. You'll go ahead and stop and get your bagged breakfast and go directly to your classroom where your teacher will be waiting to greet you. You'll go into the classroom to have breakfast, and that will be where you can remove your mask. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about these masks. We want to make sure that your mask, whenever you have to wear it, is covering your nose and your face down around your chin. So that way it's covering your nose and mouth where droplets, when you cough or sneeze, may come out. So that's keeping those droplets from spreading germs to everyone else. But I want to talk to you about how you properly take off your mask. So this outside part is considered the dirty part of the mask. We want to touch the ear loops whenever we take off our mask. Just take your fingers, take off the mask, and the inside part, we just fold it to where the outside is the outside part of the folded mask. And then when you take off your mask, it's a little different at each school. Your teacher will be talking to you about that. Some schools will have a lanyard you put it on, some schools will have a bag. But once you take your mask off, you just follow directions for where you put your mask, and then you can have breakfast and begin class. Okay, so now that we've talked about masks and how to properly use them and take them off, it's also important to remember those times when you aren't wearing a face mask to make sure to keep that social distance, that space in between your classmates and you, and that's just to help protect from spreading germs. Some other things you can do to help avoid spreading germs: whenever you're washing your hands through the day, we want to make sure you're washing for at least 20 seconds with soap and water. So when you wash your hands, you can sing happy birthday twice or sing your ABCs. That takes about 20 seconds. So that lets you know you're washing your hands long enough. You make sure to get soap, water, and lather your hands really good, getting in between fingers, all around on the tops and bottoms of your hands for at least 20 seconds, rinsing your soap and water off your hands, and then getting a paper towel to dry your hands. Use a clean paper towel to turn off the water if it's not an automatic faucet. As well as hand washing, you might be using hand sanitizer. So whenever you use hand sanitizer, you just take a pump of hand sanitizer about the size of a dime. Make sure to rub it all over your hands, in between the fingers, tops and bottoms, and just keep rubbing until it's dry. And you've got clean hands. So there's other things that we can be doing to help prevent the spread of germs while we're at school. In addition to wearing our masks when we need to, hand washing or using hand sanitizer, if there's times whenever we're distanced from each other and we're not wearing our masks, but if you feel like you need to cough or sneeze, it's important to use the elbow method. Or if you have a clean tissue, you can cough or sneeze into the tissue and then throw the dirty tissue away. Wash and clean your hands after, or use hand sanitizer. If you don't have a tissue, like I said, use that elbow. Achoo! Right in there. there so that way you're not spreading those germs to other students. Your teacher will be talking to you about some things that'll be different in the classroom and hallways and bathrooms this school year as well. So make sure you listen as they explain the rules for sitting all facing forward when you're in the classroom, whenever you're eating your breakfast and lunch, and when we're in the hallway, making sure we're all facing the same direction. If you have any questions, just ask your teacher, or you can always ask your nurse. So at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that it's going to be different with the nurses this year. Remember in the past how you'd only see me at your school one day a week because Nurse Stephanie had to go around to several schools through the week, and that only allowed me to be at each school one day a week? Well, this year I've got extra nurses helping me. They're going to be in every school. So every day, you're going to have a nurse at your school. So the nurses this year have to take a few extra precautions to help keep students and staff healthy. Whenever there's a time that someone isn't feeling well, the nurse is going to be required to wear a gown, face shield, mask, and gloves in order to take care of that sick person. So you may see the nurse dressed differently this year in the hallway, and I wanted to show you what that looks like. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just your nurse trying to help take care of those who don't feel well. So give me a second and I'll show you what that looks like. Hey everybody! So this is what you may see your nurse wearing in the hallway whenever they're going to take care of someone who isn't feeling good. They will be wearing gloves, a gown, mask, and a plastic face shield. So I just wanted you to see what the nurse may look like. No need to be scared or anything. It's just the nurse taking care of those who don't feel good. So in the past, when you've seen me in the hallway, you'll give me a high five or a hug. And I tell you guys, it just really brightens my day whenever you all do that. I love seeing you all. High fives, hugs, I do love that. But when you see your nurse and they're wearing their gown, mask, face shield, and gloves, they're taking care of sick kids, so we're not going to be doing high fives and hugs. But if you do see me, you can still give me a thumbs up. It would really make my day. I still love seeing you guys, and I'll give you a thumbs up right back. So that's all from me. I just wanted to go over some ways that we're trying to keep students and staff safe and healthy. I want to wish you good luck, and I hope you have a happy, fun, safe, and healthy school year. Bye.